Hello. My name is Asherah. I wasn't even trying to do a video right now, to be honest, because um, I've just had something to eat and I was just literally drinking some chamomile tea. But anyway, this woman is killing it on YouTube, and the reason why I put it on again. Hi, sorry, my name is Asherah. Welcome to my very unique PhD research channel where I'm looking into mental health in terms of DID, dissociative identity disorder, slash psychosis with conscious expansion. Um, and basically, the reason why I thought, let me just quickly turn it on, even though I was not prepared for it, is because she's absolutely killing it. So who is this is her. I've never seen her before.
They gotta remove the upper dimensional
Apologies.
women.
So she's called Intuitive Heart W slash story. 14 hours ago, and it says Cinderella has rainbow covenant, meaning tyrants trying everything to stay in power. Danger, be wary. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't really pay any attention to the danger, be wary bit, but it was the Cinderella and the rainbow covenant. So with regards to the Cinderella, yesterday I finished, no, not finished, but yesterday I watched the new Bridgerton, which is only 4 episodes, and the next one comes out on the 26th of February. And it's got a Cinderella story to it. Basically, there's a girl who lived with her father. Her father was noble. He married a woman who had 2 children. He died, and this fucking bitch just went on dark, one of them ones, and got my girl working like a fucking maid as Cinderella for the family. Anyway, she's left now and she's working for the Bridgerton, and obviously this is her destiny, which is amazing, isn't it? So anyway, that Cinderella vibe is been popping off really. And it's been popping off for a hot minute still, but the fact that I was just kind of watching it yesterday, and then when you go to my Netflix channel now, or even on my YouTube movies, the first movies on there is Cinderella She Is Not, or something like that. So Cinderella's been coming at me. So that's why when I seen the Cinderella on this reading, that's why I pressed on it, because Cinderella is significant to me. The ancestors are talking and showing me things, so I'm registering. And then with regards to the rainbow, I have a rainbow dragon. It's more like it's a dragon, but it doesn't have wings. So like the Chinese dragon, how they're just long and they kind of snake themselves, but they don't have wings. It's like one of those kind of dragons. It's not a winged dragon. And even though it doesn't have wings, though, it can kind of fly, if you like. So when it's in water, it's obviously fast and doing its thing. When it's in land, which is what made me know it was a diamond dragon. So it looks like crystal. And the reason why I say rainbow is because of the multiple colors within the crystal. Does that make sense? It looks like a rainbow, but I actually do have a crystal called the rainbow crystal. And if I could be asked to, in fact, is it behind me? No, it's not behind me. If I could be asked to get it out, I would get it out. But you can just Google anyway. You can Google online rainbow crystals and what they look like, and you'll see that it's like these big chunky pieces of crystal. And they've just got bare lights and colours on them, like they literally are rainbow crystals. And that's what this dragon looks like, but it's diamond really, but I call it crystal. And that's why it's able to move through the earth the way it does, like butter. Like it can go through rock, brick, dirt, soil. It doesn't really matter. Nothing doesn't phase it. And then when you see it kind of like come out of the ground and burst through a rock into the sea or into water, and you see how she moves in water, and then you see her jump out of the water and how she moves in the air. That's why I say that she kind of looks like she can fly, even though she hasn't got wings. And that is because she's able to kind of use her body in a way that she can go higher and higher in the air, not just in the water. So that's where the rainbow comes from for me, because I have a rainbow dragon avatar. And when I was in Peru, it's funny because I remember Jim the healer asking me something about a rainbow dragon or something like that. And I said, oh, I've got one, just naively, childlikely. Do you know what I mean? Sharing bits of information with this fucking reptilian warlock Mason. But again, the whole covenant thing is kind of the Masonic angle of this, even though, don't get me wrong, Masons will say that they're in a fucking coven, but I don't think I don't think they truly understand what it means to actually be in a fucking coven, to be fair, these dickheads. And what my ancestors told me, my nan and granddad told me while I was in this room, is that I am the highest authority of the Freemasonry order, and there is no authority above me, and that the information that they have been using over centuries and centuries and centuries is my inherent knowledge and information that I carry in my DNA structure, and that I'm coming to set the record fucking straight. And this is why I'm involved in all of these Masonic rituals that I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but I do also have an idea of what the fuck is going on. So anyway, and that can be perceived to be negative or positive. So my ancestors just says to me to explain it properly. The general gist of the Freemasonry and the Illuminati and all of that, all of the stuff that comes within all of that was not negative. It's stolen information, actually. Yeah, it's stolen information that should be information made to everybody. You know, it shouldn't, it's not hidden knowledge. It should be acquired. Everybody has it knowledge. And these motherfuckers have stolen it, kept it, and acted like it's fucking theirs. Created all these secret fucking whatever, but you've got to be in the club in order to gain access. It's utter bullshit. It's utter bullshit. But what they've done in doing all of that is that they've changed things too. It's almost like the butterfly effect. You know, you start saying one thing. So, for example, the eye of Ra. Now they've got the eye on top of a pyramid. But it took a process for them to be able to get that eye on top of the pyramid for them to sell it in the way that they want to sell it. So they've reinterpreted everything to fit their narrative. And they've even branched off into smaller arms. So there's not just one Freemasonry club, and there's not just one Masonry club. There's different arms of it. You know, you got the 33 degrees of Masonry, which is different from the national or the United England fucking Masonic order. Like they've got different systems and different orders, just like churches have got different dominions. Is that the right word? Dominions? Oh, basically they've got different dominations on terms of what particular angle of Christianity they want to adhere to. So Church of England is not the same as New Testament Church of God. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they branch off and they come up with their own rules and regulations, and over the years they've done this and they've lost the actual essence of what the Freemasonry, what the order is actually about. It's an ancient Egyptian, even longer than ancient Egyptian order, but they've taken it. So these fucking monkeys, because they are monkeys, because it is literally monkey see and monkey do. They're monkeys and they're donkeys. Yeah. And I know it might sound a little bit like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I don't really want to kind of go into the whole semantics of it right now, but through my initiations and dealing with these Masonic ceremonies, while I'm consciously aware of what's going on, but I'm also having a 3D, 4D, and 5D collective experience of these rituals. So in the 3D, I will be in my room like what I am now. So I'm very much aware of time and space in the 3D. But in the 4D, astrally, there'll be entities in my room with me that are able to physically touch me, and I'm able to physically touch and see them too. Yeah? So I'm in my room physically. In the 4D, astrally, I'm seeing what's going on in the room with me. And then on the 5D, I'm seeing what this looks like in the celestial realm. Yeah? So there's bigger and badder entities talking. It's like 3 levels. I'm experiencing it in my room, I'm experiencing it in my consciousness, and I'm also experiencing it in my spiritual self. You know what I mean? Which has been a mind fuck, to be fair, but 22 months into it now. When I say 22 months, obviously it's been popping off for a hot minute still, but 2024 I ended up on the psych ward, innit? So I'm counting it from then, where they tried to make me lose my mind. I'm not gonna lose my mind, motherfuckers, because my mind is sharp like a blood clot stud. Don't get it twisted. But that's what their intention was, to try and get me to lose my mind, so that they could continue to abuse and rape off my royal energy, my divine high priestess energy. Because who am I? I'm Asherah. Who is Asherah? She's the wife of Yahweh. She's the feminine essence of God. You know what I'm saying? God is neither masculine or feminine, he's both. The Almighty Creator is hermaphrodite in energy. Hermaphrodite in energy, meaning they're aware of their masculine and feminine self. They're not one or the other, they're both. Just like we are both, we're not one or the other. We are both. But the patriarchy male system wants you to believe like there is no mother, there's just a father. How can there be a father in heaven with no mother and a man can't breed himself? A woman can breed herself. It's recorded that women were able to have pregnant, and certain deities in Egypt, what represent the two horns on their head and the sun in the middle, indicate that that woman had the ability to impregnate herself. You know, so therefore the reproduction does not come from man alone. Can come from woman alone, but it definitely cannot come from man alone. So how the fuck is man the head when man can't create? Man don't bleed. Man don't give birth. Man don't do fuck all, to be fair. If we're gonna lay it down seriously, like, man do fuck all, to be fair. And I've lived 20 years married, so I know mans are capable of doing fuck all. I know that mans are capable of doing, and I know that there are a lot of men out there that do. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I know what it is to be a woman and still be a single fucking woman in a marriage and be practically doing it by yourself. And it's not a problem. All day, every day. But man is not woman. Man cannot do what women do. We are not equal. We are not equal. You spin out semen, but we actually cultivate that semen into life. Our bodies actually do all of that. The carrying, the legwork, the labor, the giving birth, the nurturing, the breastfeeding, the raising. We don't just create, we create and we nurture. It's a holistic approach, and I don't care where you want to put men on the spectrum or on the fucking pedestal. Not one of them can fucking hold a fucking candle up to any woman who has experienced and given birth. Period. Even just the fact that as women every month we fucking bleed, I don't think a man can hold a candle up to that either. I don't think I don't think women give enough fucking props to what we actually go through on a monthly basis. You know, so don't even get me started. But the fact is, we are not equal. We are not equal in the way that we have been made. And I think it's time that we start to acknowledge that we are, man and woman is not equal. We are not equal, and there's no need for us to be equal. There's no need for us to be equal. Yes, there's equality within our balance of energy between the masculine and feminine energy. It can be absolutely beautiful. But in terms of genetic makeup and who we are and what we actually bring to the table, we are not equal. We are far from equal. So why is it then you've got these bitch ass patriarchies trying to fucking dominate and go on like say they're the ones with the fucking pussy? It's a joke thing. Men today go on like they're the ones with the fucking pussy. It's fucking disgusting. Honestly, it makes me feel like I want to throw up. They disgust me. They act like fucking pussios. They want to take dick constantly. That's really, most of these dudes that you're with are not straight. They're fucking gay, really. Their feminine energy is so off balance. They actually think they're fucking women. They're actually competing with you. You're lying next to a man that is actually competing with you. He's not competing with an ex-man. He's competing with you, a woman. Get the fuck out of here, man. Back to this point here. Listen to what Mike's got to say. This is why I say mental health or conscious expansion, because everybody can't be mad, surely.
And they got to silence them by marrying them and then sacrificing them and replacing them. They're calling a feminine an aristocrat, which is a member of a hereditary landed and privileged upper class, historically serving as the ruling elite just below the monarch. You are a daughter of a king or an emperor.
Right, sorry, just because basically I know that she's coming at a little bit of a late stage because obviously I'm 16 minutes into the reading, but you can go back and listen to it yourself. But basically, when they're saying that you are a daughter of the aristocrat. I know I haven't pronounced that properly, but you see how I just said that I was watching Bridgerton. Now, Bridgerton is an English set in England, Netflix series basically. And it's very much about the monarchy, the royal family, and it's very much about Queen Charlotte. Who is Queen Charlotte? She was like the first black. They say she's the first black king of England, black queen of England, but she's not the first black queen or king of England. But no, nonetheless, Queen Charlotte, and she's recognized today. Like nobody's saying Queen Charlotte didn't come to England as a non-white queen. Like we acknowledge here in the UK that we had a black queen. This is down in history. It's not fictional. And when I took my children to Kensington Palace, because I took them to Lego Land or Lego World in Kensington, we went to the Kensington Palace because we wasn't too far away from it. We've been to Buckingham Palace how many times, but we went to this particular palace, and we ended up having a drink around the corner from the palace at the Prince Harry's pub. And the road where the Prince Harry's pub is, if you go to the end of that road, the road there is called Queen Charlotte. So I made sure that I took pictures of my kids underneath the name of the road. And the reason why I'm saying it's significant to Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte is because there is so much history with regards to black monarchy. Yeah, black monarchy, black royals, black people that were deemed to be more royal than the royal family. Because the English royal families is a lie anyway. It's all stolen. You know what I'm saying? Even the English have a problem with the English royal family because of the amount of German blood that we whips in and out of it. Do you know what I mean? But it's very bastard led, isn't it? It's very bastard led. So, and it's very fake led too. Really, these monarchs are not, like I said, they're just fucking reptilians drinking and stealing the fucking blood of other people. But like I said, I do not. Every time I turn the camera around, I'm not trying to get into it. I'm just trying to make a small point. And the small point is that I know that I'm from royal lineage. I know that my blood is from royal lineage. I know that I am royal lineage. I know spiritually I am royal lineage. All right, there ain't no denying that or nothing. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to appreciate and accept when my ancestors and everything started calling me majesty. It was like, but at the same time, I've come to accept and I've come to acknowledge, and I'm on the track of learning and experiencing more and more and more because I am open minded to it now. So when she's talking about just below the monarch, what she's talking about is again the movie Bridgerton. When you watch Bridgerton, you see that Queen Charlotte lives in the palace, obviously, and around the palace is a large, wealthy community which are called the Arsatracs. It's not. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but that's what they are. A particular type of group of people, an elite type of people that come after the queen. Does that make sense? So there isn't anyone higher than the queen and the king. The King George is still alive. He was the king of England that married Queen Charlotte from Germany, believe it or not. But black descendants are from Africa in terms of that royal lineage. And these aristocrats, I think it's pronounced. It's coming back to me now. They live around the palace, but they are the queen's subjects. And what that means is that not that she owns them, but there is an element of ownership within the term subject. Yeah. So basically, if she orders them to come to the palace, they can't refuse to come to the palace. And if they say to her they want to get married and she's like, no, you can't get married, they then can't go and get married. So there's an element of them that is 100% controlled by the queen, but at the same time they still live free and capable lives. When I was here in my bedroom in 2024 going through my Kundalini spiritual fucking awakening and psychic attacks going in this room, my ancestors were letting me know that I am Queen Charlotte, basically, in essence. And these people around me who in the movie, in the series, sorry, Bridgerton, they're called the Baton. Yeah. So these people that live in the area around the palace, they're part of the Baton. Yeah. And my ancestors were letting me know, they were showing me a future of me living in Buckingham Palace, which is here in the UK. Buckingham Palace got shut down a long time ago. Charles and them aren't really living there because these fucking monkeys have known from time that it's not going to play out the way they think it's going to play out. So they've been making preparations to jump ships of certain things, whether that be in political powers, COVID, or all of what they're doing is trying to prevent this new world, trying to prevent the new actual world fucking order. They've always gone on like say they have the rights to the new world order and that they're gonna be controlling and implementing the new world order and the fucking mark of the beast and the 666 and the chip in the back of your hand and all that kind of fuckery. You know what I mean? To try and put the fear of God into us. But it's not about that at all. The New World Order is actually about the Nunu. It's not about them at all. It's not about the Dracos. It's not about the moon cycle. It's not about none of that dark energy. It's a sun cycle. We're coming into illumination, proper illumination. So again, when she's talking certain things on here, it resonates with me on another level because you got the Cinderella theme where she's saying that your father or whatever was killed. In this realm, 3D, my father's part of the problem. You know what I mean? He's not really a father, he's a handler. And that's why I deal with all them monkeys like they're monkeys, because they are fucking monkeys and you can't chat to me, blood. That's why I just say what the fuck it is I want to say, because guess what? You can't. I'm so out of delusion. I'm so out of the fucking 3D matrix. It's unreal. And I don't just talk a good game. I fucking walk it too. I walk my truth. I step down hardcore on my blood clot truth that I'm here in flesh, but as a spiritual being, and I know who the fuck I am, and I know the energy that I walk with, and I know that I can shut it down, and I do. That's why I'll be going to all these countries and places and having to sit down with these fucking King Kong fucking warlocks. But I shut it blood clot down. I don't walk in fear. So this is really interesting because even though it's not gonna make sense, it makes perfect sense.
And then this Cinderella was abused and then sacrificed and kept hidden in the shadows in a status of low vibrational suffering. They kept layering this person in the blame and the shame of their own perverted orgy, freaking thieving, freaking red rumming, these blood rituals that they were doing with pets and animals and people.
That it sounds far-fetched, you know, but she's on fucking point. She's on point. I was getting taken through fucking demonic Freemason sex rituals from in my fucking bedroom, and it's just me one in here, blood. On a 3D level, it's me one in this fucking bedroom. But what was happening at the time on a 4D level is that this room was rambling to the point where I'm putting on fucking clothes. I'm in my bedroom. I know I'm alone in the 3D, but what I'm seeing in the 4D and who I'm communicating with, I am not alone. To the point where I am so consciously aware that I am not alone. I'm like, let me put on some fucking clothes because I'm raw naked. Imagine being in your room by yourself, but being consciously aware of how much entities are actually in your room around you right now. To the point where you're like, let me just put on some clothes. It's like Adam and Eve realizing that they're fucking in the Garden of Eden with no clothes on. Like, who cares? Who cares? But trust me, there was just so much going on. It just kept coming to me like the saying, nah, let me put on something. Let me put on something because it's getting full around here. It's getting ram around here. And when they're trying to have conversations with me, people that are actually real here today in the 3D that I now know are fucking Masonic fucking members, lodge members, fucking sold their soul to the devil because they're in my room in 4D astral projection. They're alive, you know, they're alive in the 3D. But on a 4D level, I'm talking to these people, and they're big people to me, you know. These people are older than my mum and dad that I'm having conversations in my room with that I know through working in the community. And I'm not a dickhead in the community, like I'm somebody in the community. And I'm talking to these people who are also somebody within my community. And they're having conversations with me about sex. I'm like, what the fuck is really going on here? What is going on here? There's a bookcase on my windowsill called Naughty Girl. You get what I'm trying to say? And they're trying to have a conversation with me about it. And I'm like, yeah, I am a naughty girl. I'm a naughty girl, but I'm not a nasty girl. There's a difference between a naughty girl and a nasty girl. A nasty girl's a nasty fucking bitch. Do you understand me? She ain't even going to smell that dick before she fucks it. She ain't going to worry about who she's fucking. She's not worried about taking anybody's gal and fucking them. Her house is not clean. She don't look after her fucking pitney. She's nasty. She's nasty. I am not a nasty girl. I am a naughty girl. There is a big fucking difference. A naughty girl is going to be a little bit cheeky. Do you know what I mean? A naughty girl is going to be married and she's still going to go on a little bit naughty with her husband. You know what I'm saying? It's about doing little mischievous things in a mischievously troublesome way. But it ain't nastiness. And that's the difference. I'm not a nasty girl. You're not just going to come up to me and squeeze my head and my legs pop open. I don't think so. Do you know what I'm saying? But if me and you have got something going on, then I'll take it there. And I'll be as naughty as naughty can be. Keeping it real though, innit? And that's what these motherfuckers are talking to me in my room about. Like the dialogue was the dialogue was heavy. The dialogue was heavy. You know what I mean? And things were just transpiring out that these people have been watching me, even watching me as I've grown, you know, from my 20s into my 30s, from my 30s into my 40s, watching how I conduct myself, vexed because I hold myself with high honor, vexed because in all the years that I've been working with these people, I've never alluded to the fact that I would fuck them. I'm married. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to step out of my marriage and fuck nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then I've got an ex-husband going on like he's the fucking gatekeeper to my blood clot crutches. It's like, it sounds like a mad one, but raw been my reality. And it's been my reality on a 3D, 4D and a 5D level. So when my girl's talking about all of this nonsense and I'm having downloads and spirits showing me family members fucking exes and exes fucking sisters and sisters, yo, some full-on sex ritual cult action. They're downloading to me that they're all fucking each other. They all got AIDS, passing it around. They're so desperate to fucking cling on to my last little bit of fucking energy that these fucking warlock fucking fuck niggas came in after me divorcing, after me leaving my ex-husband, come in to try and harvest my energy to come in as a new fucking handler to handle me. You know what I'm saying? So they're all fucking each other back shot. Man, they don't care if it's man or woman. Man and woman's getting back shot out, just like the Diddy parties. That's what it really, really fucking looks like. That's what it's really, really about. Motherfucking Diddy parties. That level there. Fucking disgusting, man. This is what these motherfuckers wanted me to be a part of. That's what I'm trying to say. You got the wrong girl, Baba. I'm not nasty. I'm naughty, but I'm not nasty. You're not going to get me indulging in certain things. You're not going to get a next gal's crutches up near my face. I don't think so. Not going to happen. And you're not going to see me consenting and condoning to no man backshotting no man. I'm sorry, it's not, and it's not a judgment. Do what the fuck you want to do. But that ain't going to be me. And that's what these people couldn't draw me into. You're not going to draw me into that fuckery. I don't care what the fuck. I don't care how many drugs you give me. I don't care how much alcohol you give me. And I don't care what fucking position you put me in, because I've been there, done that. I'm not attracted to women. And I'm not attracted to men that are attracted to men. Period. You're just not going to get me there. And because of them fuckery there, they can't drag you into these sex cults where they can fucking really harness off your energy. So what do they have to rely on? Rely on fake people coming into your life, lying about who they are and their identity. You already know who they are and their identity, because Spirit told you a year ago that this motherfucker was coming in. But we're going to play the game because we know at the end of the game there's level ups and there's goodies to be had. And these niggas always get played because none of them are worthy fucking contenders. None of them. But anyway, let's pop on.
In order to trap and keep buried this aristocrat, this daughter of a monarch. You are the real royalty. Loyal.
That's right. That's right.
Royal.
That's right.
A sacrificed, sanitized princess.
That's
who
right.
was replaced, deceitfully convicted of false crimes, and thrown out of this upper dimensional space. While the pimps who framed you
pimps
went to town.
pimp
selling the
on my
essence of
energy.
your family's womb of power.
Womb of power, sex energy. These fucking
Whoever
monkeys.
was replacing you in that space at that time most likely also sacrificed your twin flame and replaced them. You are both risen.
Well done, you.
A direct descendant of royalty. Someone else here in the 3D space is wearing your identity. They're claiming royalty.
Yeah.
And they are not.
Yeah. Like the fucking Beyonce bullshit.
One of them is talking about her. This newly resurrected
What's the
Rainbow Covenant holder, this magistrate. They're saying that every time they concentrate on her and focus in their words, their spells, their curses, that their destiny swap, whatever, their words of personal failure, she alchemizes it.
Yeah. You can't do me nothing, blood.
Good.
You can't do me fucking nothing.
Every foul word and intention.
Yeah.
That they have tried to curse her with.
Literally. That's all I do all day, every day.
Every suffering that they have tried to speak over.
Alchemize.
These masculines are talking about transporting her. Somebody is asking another if she is a masturbator. These energetic releases during sleep time or whenever is used as an energy for false contract in the 4D. They cast the illusion that they actually had an actual encounter with you when you orgasm through masturbation.
You know why that's true? You know why that is fucking true? For the last few days, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I've been celibate for nearly 3 years now anyway. So there ain't no masculine nothing. Look at my eyelash. There ain't no masculine nothing, yeah? But the fact of the matter is that since I've come back from Peru, I've been masturbating. And I've been saying to myself, I'm not going to fix this, am I? I've been saying to myself with regards to masturbating, if I should be masturbating, but I've been talking to my ancestors because my ancestors have been encouraging me to masturbate. Because while I was in Peru and I took a hallucinogenic drug called St. Pedro on the 4th day, the St. Pedro just raised so much tantric energy in me. Like, I thought like I was gonna fucking explode. It just felt like I was gonna have a million orgasms at once. Like, honestly, my body was just, I was so hot and I was so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was going through the motions of it. So I just made sure that I kept to myself in my own little corner. And I did lots of recordings about it so you can see me while I'm actually going through it, how I'm trying to balance the energy, how I'm trying to alchemize all this energy rushing to me. And my nan and them are telling me that they want me to become a little bit more free and sexually expressive. So in order to become free and sexually expressive, I have to become sexually expressive with self. And it's almost like at the moment I'm learning, I'm experiencing and I'm learning different vibrations within me in a sexual way. And it's been really, really good. It's been really good and it's been really fascinating because I'm feeling certain things and I know that I'm unlocking vortexes, and I know that it's because a lot of this sex thing is happening on a 5D and a 4D and a 3D level. So on a 3D level, obviously I can feel that there's something going on and I'm being stimulated and blah blah. And I'm not using any vibration or anything like that. I'm not using any kind of artificial stimulation. It's just me stimulating me. You know what I mean? And while it's me, it's stimulating me in terms of like, there's no, like I said, there's no electrical kind of thing going on or whatever. I'm actually getting the opportunity, not the opportunity, because the opportunity is always there, but I'm tapping into levels of what it actually means to feel oneself. Because as I'm masturbating, I'm going between me as my feminine self and me and my masculine self, and I'm experiencing the two selves simultaneously. So it's interesting, isn't it? Because you know what I mean. I can slow it down, I can speed it up, I can look at it from my him's self perspective and my she self perspective in terms of thinking and feeling and experiencing while analyzing what's happening for both of us, type of thing. So it's been really, really interesting. So I've been talking to ancestors because I know that these motherfuckers have been trying to harness my sex energy from time, which is why I just locked it off. You know what I mean? I just locked off all coming or masturbation or whatever, because I could feel the fuckers trying to hold on. The fuckers would be astral projecting to me in the night, trying to fuck me. These monkeys, these little fucking covert niggas, these Freemasons, when they say, oh, they've got the secrets because they know about how to manipulate time, how to manipulate dimensional space, how to walk in the 4D, how to astrally come to your yard and pick up shit out your yard and go about their business with it until it manifests in their yard or where they need to pick it up from. Like this, there's so much more to what we understand to be the universe than we've been led to believe. You know, and even though they say that we only use 10% of our brains, we're using more than 10% of our brains, but they wouldn't like you to know how much of your brain you're actually using. Their focus is just to dumb you down so you don't use none of your fucking brain and they do all the thinking for you. That's the mission. So again, like I said, I wasn't really trying to masturbate or nothing like that, but of late I have, since I've come back from Peru, and I came back from Peru on the 22nd of January, call it the 23rd actually. I landed on the 23rd and today is just gone the 2nd of February. So it's only been a little over a week. So don't get me wrong, it hasn't been long, but just over a week. What I've been able to experience over this week in terms of masturbation with myself has been absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. Like the energetic, like yesterday, for example, last night's one, I swear to God, man, I had to just sit there for fucking 10 minutes with myself, man. Just feeling all of this energy soaring for me. And I was talking to the ancestors, and the ancestors was making me know, now they can't touch this. They can't touch none of this. They can't even pretend, they can't draw on, they can't tap into, they can't harvest, they can't mining away, trying to chip little bits away from me now. They're not involved in none of this. And that's why I feel safe to masturbate. I feel safe to encounter with myself. And it's not about the pleasure of it, it's about the manifestation of it. I know that when I'm masturbating, what I'm calling in, what I'm opening up, what I'm thinking about, what I'm alluring in, what I'm attracting. Because I'm telling you now, I'm not getting out of my fucking bed. I'm not getting out of bed. You hear me? I'm a princess blood and I've been on my grind for how fucking long? Fucking centuries and centuries and centuries while these pussy hoes have been harnessing my energy. I'm fucking tired, bitches. You need to work for me. You need to work for me. You work for me now. What the fuck am I getting out of my bed for? I'm not getting out of my bed. I'm not coming off my blood clot throne. I'm not. I refuse to. Everything I want, wrap it up and bring it, come, whoosh, whoosh, quick like that. Whoosh. That's all I want to hear. Whoosh, whoosh. Fucking things flying past me to get done. Whoosh. Niggas flying past me to get shit done. Whoosh. Bitches flying past to get shit done. Whoosh. Shut up. Shut your blood clot mouth. Say less. Just wrap it up, blood. That's the energy that I'm in. Real talk. Nobody can't chat to me. I don't want to hear no fucking shit from nobody. Queen Bee is properly in fucking town now and she's awake. She ain't sleeping no more, motherfucker. She's wide fucking awake. Queen Bitch said, wrap it fucking up. So yeah, one of them ones.
In the night, they like to play with your energies so that this happens, and then they can gather that energy and then cast the magical illusion that somehow there was a contract managed in the 4D, and then they never show up in the 3D. They just harvest your spiritual inheritance and then keep you single and pull from your womb of power, and then dress up their actual chosen one who does not have the beautiful energy that you have. They need the finances from your energy,
Yep.
but they don't actually like you.
They don't like
show
you?
up in the 3D and spend time with you.
No. They just, no.
So they falsify a marriage contract through a rabid and freaking bastard priest
There you go.
in the 4D to trap your spiritual inheritance.
There you go.
Your wealth and any kind of authority that you're about to come into.
There you go. Truth and facts.
These
blood.
priests have been doing this for centuries
Right.
to tie up the wealth of
Do
the
you hear
divine
this?
feminine,
Centuries.
without ever actually having to show up. These are filthy rat bastards, red running thieves, false contracted sorcerers.
Yeah.
These are mostly gay men.
Gay men.
From another dimensional state,
Body man.
simply here to harvest the womb of power.
Gay men.
To use that temple as a bridge.
And you know what? What I'm saying, gay man, be a fucking gay man. What a problem is when you're fucking gay and you're still running down fucking women. You've got no interest in us at all. You actually want to fucking compete with us. And then rather than being a fucking man, yeah, and saying so, you want to act like a fucking sneaky bitch. Sneak into our fucking beds. Sneak our fucking energy from us. And then go on like say you're more than fucking us when you're competing with the same fucking men we are. You're fucking hood rat, blood clot, bomber clot, pussy clot, ass clot, fuck clot. Dirty piece of fucking nigger, yeah. Dirty piece of blood clot nigger, yeah. Trust me. The backlash that you fucking monkeys are going to get for your fuckery. If you love fucking man, go and love man. But to fucking love man and be in a fucking woman's bed knowing that you don't fucking have nothing to do, want nothing to do with this fucking woman. You're a ass clot, blood clot, fucking lab rat. That's what you are. You're a lab rat, and I'm telling you to your fucking face. Every nigger that I've been with, you're all fucking mans that love fucking men. That's a fact. Ain't no real fucking men around here. You know why I know that? I know that because I know that. But I know that is because with every single one of you guys, I have been in my masculine energy with you. And as a divine feminist, a high fucking divine feminist priestess, the wife of fucking Yahweh, for me to be in my masculine energy around any fucking punk shows that that's not no man. That's a bitch. That's a blood clot Jezebel energy. That's a Jezebel spirit right there. It's in a man meat suit, but it's a fucking gal in it. Remember I told ya, you fucking Jezebel.
To the upper dimension soul tribe. And then try to flip and copycat people up there by marrying into that space. These fellows harness the orgasmic energy of a sleeper, sexual, whatever, dream. And they use it as a real, live, sexual encounter. You'll never meet.
Sorry, but this is why I reported to the police about raping my marriage. Because I'm sleeping and waking him up with semen inside of me. This is why. This is what was going on. This bullshit here.
This unseen masculine gives you a masturbation dream or present as a dream lover. They use this.
This is an incubus
and tag
and a succubus.
The sacral chakra to drain you of your spiritual inheritance, your God-given gifts, your powers, your clairs, and your hidden abilities, your soul value. They use this to bind you and hurt everyone that you love as you, so that they believe you to be a terrorist, a mean person. They want to frame you as that and keep you rejected from ascending into this upper dimensional space forever. By consistently harnessing your initiation reward and your ascension reward at the crossroads, and then forcing you back through another life cycle of stagnation and suffering. They never want the true star or sun to get back up there in these upper dimensional spaces. They've been keeping you trapped in this rotation for centuries.
Real too.
One masculine is asking the curator if she lives by herself. In the past, they've been talking about dating you, while at the same time, a younger one was talking about getting a roommate, being a roommate with you. So we've got an older masculine and then a younger masculine lover who want to date you and then be a roommate with you, so that eventually when they get rid of you, they have your house. And they can live in it and bunghole, cornholio each other till their heart's content.
Is that just me?
So the curator is saying that she's adamant about servitude. She's saying that they poisoned everybody. and that the community isn't interested in receiving any servitude of any kind from this curator or his tribe.
Oh, really? What's made them change their tune?
We are not interested in collaborating with these masculines who want us all dead. No. There's something about an algorithm, and again, they're talking about Sacagawea. They're saying someone or something is supernatural, and they can better believe it. We've got original people that have been emancipated from these deceitful convictions.
Trust
and
me.
These curses and hexes binding their
Ancestors
bloodline,
come true,
these
blood.
nasty freaking hybrid cornholio whatevers have been harvesting the wealth out of the entire bloodline of so many tribes of people. They thought that they had exterminated most of them while siphoning the wealth out of their Star Nation soul tribe, and they thought that that was gone forever. But this magistrate came up and God raised her up.
Come on now.
And then released everybody.
Come on now.
These jackasses
are
out there trying to transfer a woman's soul value into themselves.
Come on.
These low vibrational pimps
hood rats
want to dress up in the energy
of divine fucking
of
feminine.
A powerful queen bee.
Queen bee, blood.
Present themselves as that in the world.
What did I say?
So then I had a tarot layout vision. People were trying to transfer your soul song into their own damn self.
Come on
They
now.
want your soul song transferred into their own damn self. They want, when they sing, they want the universe to hear you. One masculine said to another, I won't go this way. Now, I don't know what that means. They won't go out this way. They won't go this way. They won't take a specific path. Another masculine said, you can't reason with her. These pimps who prostituted her energy for centuries. These pimps who swore that the babies that came from her womb would be sacrificed, and that's what they've been doing for thousands of years with the babies that come from the womb of the mother in all of her different aspects. They've been terrorizing the souls of Star Nation families and tribes.
It's true.
Because this powerful woman was not in agreement with them. So way freaking back in the beginning, they betrayed her, and God, who actually matched her with this protector, who then betrayed her and has been cursing her forever and ever and ever. You got Lilith, you got Sophia. This has been happening forever. Medusa. They're all fraudulent stories.
Of women being fucking cursed and told that they're fucking whores when not in a gossip.
About their, them being evil or prostitutes. They were victims. Of brutalizer masculine thieves.
There you go.
And their female catfish.
There you go.
So I won't go this way, he said. So he's either avoiding a pathway or he's not going to go a particular format or whatever. And you can't reason with her. Now, I don't know why they would expect her to
be reasoning
with them
when you've done everything you've done.
Diplomacy or to share any kind of charity.
Because they're fucking psychos.
With them. When they've been prostituting everybody.
Yeah, and stealing, raping, pillaging.
Rather than brother, a husband, father, or friend.
Listen, you need to know, you need to really understand how significant this pimp thing is real, you know. In 2022, going into 23, my ancestors come to me, my nan, and was like, yo, my dad is out there, as in my handler, my karmic handler is out there. And my ex-husband is out there, and the two of them are fucking going on like say they've got dibs on my crutches, like they get to say who gets to fuck me. And I'm saying, what are you talking about, ancestors? Like, I'm here. How can that be the case? They're trying to help me understand how everything is on a multi-dimensional level, and just because something looks this way in the 3D doesn't mean it actually is that way. Because remember, we're looking at an illusion. The 3D is an illusion anyway. So they're telling me, write down everybody that I've slept with. My ancestors are. Since me and my ex-husband separated and I stopped fucking him from 2019, before I even asked him to divorce, because ancestors and people were making me know that man's linked to a fucking succubus that is harnessing my energy, and I know that there's some fuck shit going on, and I'm like, nah, I'm shutting it down. So I'm like, me now fuck you again. Me and you will never fuck again. And that was 2019. So they're telling me to write down who I've been with since 2019 to 2022, 23. Yeah. So obviously I know who the fuck I've been with. So I've written down on the paper and put down the names, where I met them, how I met them, what star sign they were, their birth chart, their human design. You understand what their north node, south node. You name it, man. I've put it down on a piece of paper so that my ancestors can see it clearly. And then they've gone, go and do your daughters too. So I've called my daughter and I said, listen, I want this, this, and this. I want their mum's address. I want their father's address. I want their mobile numbers. So she went away and got her data and brought it back. So mine's on one A4 piece of paper. Hers is on one A4 piece of paper. I've drawn them out the way that spirit says to draw them out. And I presented it to my ancestors so my ancestors can know. They see in fucking writing what's going on. Because right about now, the word on the street is what my ancestors are telling me. The word on the street is that I'm out there and about. I'm out there and about. How can I be out there and about? And I've been in a marriage for nearly 20 years. You know what I mean? A good chunk of my life. So how am I supposed to be out there and about and I don't fuck out on my husband? You know what I'm saying? But yet still, there's still me out and about there energetically. I am still out and about. The ancestors can see my energy being out and about. This is what's raising certain things in the beginning anyway. To say, hang a minute, one and one ain't making two. But I know that my sex energy was being sold out by my karmic father handler and a karmic ex-husband. And then my karmic ex-husband was also trying to do the same to my daughter. And my ancestor was like, wrap it up. So again, like I said, I put the information together and they went in on it. They went in on it, but that's what's going on, these fucking gigolos. These men sleep with loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of women. These karmic warlock men, they sleep with loads. They have to. They're nothing without the feminine energy. They act like they're feminine, but really they're jealous of the feminine. They're jealous of you because they want to be you. They want to be sexy like you. They want to be feminine like you. They want to be dominant like you. They want to be sure of themselves like you. They want to be confident like you. And they're none of those things. They're full of insecurities. They're full of black rat, shit rat, wet rat, water rat energy. They ain't nothing. They're not anything. They're nothing. They're nothing. They're just empty souls walking dead, empty tombs. And in order to feel something, they have to take it from you to feel it. You have to feel sorry for them still. You have to feel sorry for them too still because they're fucking nothing.
Indulged in the
But not too
suffering
sorry.
of others. And they're talking about pushing the button. They need to do a reset. The feminine doesn't believe them anymore. The masculines are understanding that they've been putting atrazine into the waters to confuse their gender and then
This
to
is
make
what
them
I'm
their
saying.
bitch.
Yeah.
To make sure that these divine feminines don't have anybody willing to protect
Yeah,
them.
yeah. There's no men out there, blood.
So they're going to push the button. They're talking about the United States of America. They want to drop bombs on America. America, as far as I know, on November 1st, I believe it was, I woke to the words, you are now in Egypt.
I hear that.
So America, as far as I know, is now Egypt. And we had Annette, show up to the transfer that was occurring the other day, this land transfer, wealth transfer, and they quickly ushered her out, according to witnesses. And this is not acceptable. For the mother is the unifier, and she's residing in Egypt. And these cornholias have ushered out Anat.
I don't know.
A freaking daughter of Aman. What are you doing?
Because they're psycho, but I don't know. I've not heard of that.
Doing? So they usher her out. They treat her as an outcast, judge her without any kind of evidences about anything, and then they come back in and expect to be given charity.
Yeah, but I know that. I don't know nothing. I know that for me, that's what's happening with me and my children right about now. The courts have awarded custody to my ex-husband, their father. Hello? 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 Make it make sense. Obviously, it don't make sense, but again, like I said, the Almighty already told me what was going on, showed me what was going on well in advance. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm resting up myself. You want the pitney them? Take the pitney them. You take the blood clot, pitney them, and your name, Father. I know that I've been working off my fingers to the fucking bone. I've been a mum for 26 years, 27 years in fact, because my pitney's already 26 and it was nearly a year to carry him. You know what I mean? I know I put the work in. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't have to prove to anybody that I'm a good mum. I don't have to prove to anybody that I'm a fucking fantastic mum. I don't have to prove to anybody that I love my kids to bits and pieces. Fuck you. No. You want to go on like you can do a better job than me? Go on, no. You know what I mean? I'm not going to prove myself, and I will not be getting off my phone. I will not be getting off my phone for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? Even the little time that I'm supposed to spend with my children is made sure that he mashed that up from last year, October. But again, normally I'd be kicking off and going with things and be going back through the courts and whatever. And Spirit said, listen, who do you want to fight your battles, or do you want the Almighty to fight your battles? And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to put up my boots and my gloves and let the Almighty fight my battles, yeah. You know what I mean? Because nobody can't fight my battles better than the Most High. And it would be egotistical to think, to even consider for a minute that I know better than the Most High, that I can fight more battles than the Most High. Don't be dumb. I'd have to be a dickhead. I'm definitely not a dickhead. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just like, yeah, Most High, however you want to play it, I trust you. I surrender. I surrender, because what is mine cannot be taken away from me. Don't be stupid. That's the illusion in itself. And then these punks now want to be trying to turn back round. The reason why I'm doing these videos is so they know, don't bumperclout, turn back round. Anybody who don't know me, if you ain't seen me or heard of me from 2021 and beyond, you cannot be looking for me in 2026. It's impossible. It's impossible. You really would have to go and get your head checked out. It's impossible. You cannot not know me from 2021 and think you're going to know me in 2026. It's impossible. And I don't know nobody. every man, woman, and child has been locked off. The Almighty has made sure. None of them. I don't want you congregating and sitting with none of them. Period. So I keep myself to myself, blood. I keep myself to myself because I can trust me. And I can trust Spirit, and I can trust the Almighty. What the fuck else do I need? Got me twisted, blood.
Expect to be blessings.
That's right.
They falsely accuse and throw out an innocent person, and then they expect to receive a reward.
Come on. Because they're dumb. Because that's how it's worked for them.
These masculines are saying, she has no idea how powerful she is.
No, but I do.
So God knows how powerful she is.
Yeah.
God gave her the Rainbow Covenant.
There you go.
Made her the universal gatekeeper.
There you go.
She's a healer, a planetary stabilizer.
There you go.
This was her role in the very beginning, and these cornholio, nasty freaking Jezebels
Jezebels?
her and then decided to try to destroy everything,
yeah,
so that they could just have a freaking whorehouse.
A whorehouse?
And F everybody.
Because they want to fuck me, but I'm not going to fuck them.
She's not a destroyer, even though they tried to turn her into a malicious, vengeful woman.
Yeah.
By
taking my children, saying bullshit about me, manipulating me, trying to put me in a madhouse, trying to get me evicted. I mean, really?
Queen. These Azas want her essence in order to dominate others. But this potent essence is needed to bring forth life.
A new fucking world order, blood.
They don't want resurrection.
No, they want things to stay the same. They want to stay dead.
They don't want health and healing.
No, they don't.
Sickness,
yeah,
toxicity, and sick care.
That's what they want.
Poisonous medicines.
That's what they want.
Bridges and connectors into the mind.
That's what they want.
Of the soul and spirit within a flesh temple.
That's
And then
what
they
they
use that flesh
want.
temple and the consciousness in it as a bridge and a connector to the upper dimensional spaces.
Because they're
You are a
feeding
soprano.
other
You are a
entities
very
with
and
that energy.
extremely upper dimensional royal feminine.
Come on now.
You've been trapped here as a prisoner of war, and God has found you and restored you to your rightful position. Yet we've got a lot of pimps out there who are desperate to capture
Pimp
you
me?
once more so that they can use this secret weapon, this
Yeah.
energy, and these upper dimensional powers that
Yo.
you carry in order to dominate
It's
people
a
here.
fucking minefield, you know. You can't trust
These
no one.
war shippers of war, whether it be government or religion, really want this powerful force and gifts. They don't want the mother to be there as a contender for their authority.
There you go. They don't want the mother to be for their authority. This is why, you see, Cancer is the mother. Cancer is my north node. Yeah? But that's why they use Cancer to be one of the most viciousest fucking diseases on the planet. You can't say Cancer without somebody feeling a little bit uneasy because of what Cancer now represents. They could have called this illness anything. They could have made up a word. They could have called it absolutely anything. They go and decide to call it Cancer. Who is Cancer? She's the mother archetype. Cancer energy is. She's nurturing. She's like the Empress in the tarot card. That's how they got Cancer. Like Cancer's negative, like Cancer's bad. And Cancer is not negative, it's the mother. But everything about the mother they try and sell is bad. I'm not with my children right now. Why? Because they try to sell me as I'm a bad mom. Why am I a bad mom? Because I do weekly check-in things with my kids to find out how their week's done, how their week's been. How can they turn that around against me when the contact centre schools, and I'm a former head teacher and special education needs coordinator, and this is what we do with our kids. We always check in on with them and find out how have things been, now and next approach, whatever it may be. And I'm doing the normal things with my child, and this is what they're trying to take up. And because they've got it locked in private and won't let it go public, they won't let me bring the media into it, they won't let me bring other people into it, no witnesses or nothing. They just want to lock me up in a little room, and I'm saying, no, let's take it to fucking chambers. No, we're going to do it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to appeal, that they won't listen to my appeals. In fact, they're telling me in order to appeals, I got to go through the judge that's just gone on with his fucking self. Why would the judge that I want to appeal against agree for me to appeal if he's got the authority to decide against it? Even the manuscripts, the notes from the fucking court hearing, they're telling me no, I can't have. It's a lockdown thing, but I said already, the Almighty said, listen, do you still want to fight, or do you want me to take over? Yo, take over. Take over, Most High. Do as you will, blood. This ain't an ego thing for me. You know what I mean? I don't have anything to prove with these people. I know who the fuck I am. I know who the fuck I am. So if the Almighty wants to take over so the Almighty can do the Almighty's thing, Almighty, do your thing, because right about now, I don't want to come off my throne. I don't want to have to break a nail trying to pick up nothing. I shouldn't be doing all of this work. I shouldn't be doing all of this work. No way. Carrying a blood clot man, a man 10 years older than me, fucking raising children, doing housework, running a school, running businesses, being spiritual, being this, looking after mum, looking after dad. What the fuck, blood? I come here by myself. I come here by myself, and I'm fucking having to fucking paddle along on a boat with all these motherfuckers sitting on it, eating, drinking, and nobody ain't doing no fucking work, blood. So typical, nobody wants to plant the blood clot Khan, but everybody wants to raid the pussy clot barn. Nah, you're not raiding my barn no more. My barn, shut up, blood. Shut up, tight. And shut up too, because I don't want to hear it. You're out there starving. I don't care, blood. There ain't nothing in my barn for you. You want to try and burn down the whole fucking farm and then come back and ask for food. You're psycho, blood. Good luck to you.
In this realm, under their feet, using her own energy against her.
Her own energy.
They want
This is what I couldn't understand. Sorry, not sorry. But I couldn't understand why the bullshit was having such an effect on me. Why? if I went left, they went left. If I went right, they went right. So they were using me against me. It's like playing chess with yourself. And I'm like, how come these people are able to keep up with me? Because I know how my brain works and I know how I tap into things interdimensionally. So how are you jumping on my steps? How are you moving that quickly when I'm moving with source and I'm moving with the divine? So it took me a while to understand that they were playing myself against me. Because they ain't that smart. They are not that smart, but it took me a while to see that they were using myself against me. They were using my own intellect against me. They were using my own spiritual knowledge against me. They were using my own spiritual gifts against me. It was all my energy they were using against me. This is how these fucking pussy hoes get you. It's mad. They use your own self against you. You're competing with yourself. So the only thing and the best thing that I learned to do is stop competing with myself. I don't have anything to prove to myself. Stop competing with myself. Hang the blood clot gloves up, man. What of it? So now that I'm not competing with myself, now that I'm not trying to get one over, now that I know it's myself and I don't have nothing to prove, now they ain't got a move to pull, have they? They can't pull a fucking move. They don't know which way to go, blood. Because I ain't fighting with them. So when I'm moving, it looks like I'm moving that way, that way. They're like, what is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? Because I'm not on no systematic approach. Because I'm not moving with you in mind. I'm not trying to counter argue or counteract. I went away to Peru for 2 weeks, no letters. 3 letters in the whole of 2 weeks. I come back from Peru. Within 2 days, 15 letters come through the door to try and put stress on me. Stress on who, blood? You're lucky, blood. You're lucky that those letters don't go straight into the bin instead of just go up on the altar. You know what I mean? But the ancestors address them. I'm not in the 3D world no more. You can't try and get me with 3D ideologies. I need to pay gas and electric. Why am I paying gas and electric for? Did you make the gas? Did you make the electric? Or is it free from the divine? What makes you think you can charge me for my own energy? You want to charge me for electricity? The electricity comes from me. I am the electricity being. I am the utility. I am the transmitter. So how the fuck are you going to charge me for my own energy? You want to charge me for water and the water comes from the fucking sky. Who the fuck are you, blood? You want to charge taxis? You want to charge counter tax? Who the fuck are you, really? No, I'm sovereign. I'm sovereign. I answer to one fucking divine truth, and that is the divine almighty. And if your name ain't the divine almighty, get the fuck out my face, because you ain't getting shit from me. You're not making me move. And when you come to me with your bullshit, I don't need to respond. I just look at the almighty and go, because the expectation is the almighty, that's for you to deal with. When they say cast your burdens onto the Most High because He cares for you, fully, I know the Almighty cares for me. Anything, it could even be the remotes over there, or I'm hungry and I don't want to go downstairs. Yeah, I'm at the Almighty now, Spirit Almighty. I'm hungry and I don't want to go downstairs. No problem. Don't go downstairs. We'll go downstairs for you. My body just gets up. My body takes itself downstairs. My body does what it does, and then comes back up next. I find myself on my bed. Oh my God, have you done it already? Do you guys say I'm not worrying about a bomber clout chicken thing? I'm not worrying about a bomber clout chicken thing. You hear me? You must be mad.
She's not in agreement with this. She never has been.
Never?
She never was in agreement with the way that they were using her essence, her powers, her
There you
gifts
go.
to dominate and hurt others. But they created the illusion that that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
And they tortured her. And they used every innocent, beautiful child all throughout its years in growing against her.
Trust me.
She's fighting tooth and nail to keep these wacko psychos away from the soul of her family and community.
I'm not
She's
doing
not
no
giving
such
them
thing.
charity.
I'm not giving
When
them
they
charity.
intend on destroying her,
Yeah.
her family, and her home, capturing the souls of the humans that she has been given some kind of she's been given some kind of a nurturing role, a caretaker role,
Yeah.
over this life. And these psychos
abuse that.
They want to chow on those souls, and she's standing there like, F off. Last time they convicted her of being a tyrant. They convicted her of wanting to dominate the entire world. They convicted her of wanting to manage and steal all of the money and not give it to anybody. When in fact she was not giving charity to pimps who were just there to sacrifice the womb of power and to dress up in it. These sorcerers.
Dress up in it. These transgender. That's what this transgender is about. You fucking. I swear to God. You fucking cocksuckers.
Children that were coming from
literally
the beautiful womb of this divine mother that they refuse to allow to receive her initiation rewards and her ascension back into her upper dimensional.
And I'm not saying territory. It's everybody, you know. I'm God just saying that there's a running theme going on. There is a running theme. These masculine pirates need to get out of her energy. They're not even masculine pirates. They're Jezebel pirates.
This feminine down. And all upper dimensional powers that are connected to her. These pirates are trying hard to get this woman to let them in to the territory. They're saying they want to be of service, but to eat anything coming from their hands
poison.
Is to risk dying because they want you to die. These are vampires who want to step into your skin
and
wear your identity.
Yeah.
And this mother is trying to keep them out so that they cannot do this.
Trust me.
Of course, they're lying through their teeth, casting mental illusions, and trying desperately to get this woman convicted of some false crime.
There you go.
They want to transfer everything that she owns in prophecy to their own self.
Yeah.
I don't know what she owns in prophecy.
The whole fucking generational wealth. Planets and planets and planets.
The head honcho when it comes to planetary gatekeepers, which means that whoever, the Satan or whoever who has been dominating this gatekeep position for the humans on this earth, who have been stealing their ascension and initiation rewards and gifts, dominating these beautiful people who have actually earned these rewards by red rumming them in a most brutal fashion at the gate, and then recycling them back through for another
the Matrix
life of stagnancy and lack
the
and
Matrix.
Suffering.
That
so
right
it sounds like a masculine is telling these other masculines that they chose to augment themselves with AI.
Yes.
They chose to separate themselves from source creation. It is not the Divine Mother's responsibility to make it okay for them.
No, deal with your karma.
They cannot force her to give them her life force.
No, which is what they've been doing.
They cannot force her.
This is
to
sentencing.
Give up
this is
her
spiritual
purpose
court.
Of healing and nurturing.
No, you
life.
cannot.
Of the actual living, just because they effed up their opportunity for life.
They didn't F it up, they fucked it up.
She is not to be used as an antidote to their screw up and choice
to their karma?
For their own life. She's not responsible.
No. For their karma.
Fix it for them.
Yeah. That's how they've made me feel my whole life, like I'm fucking
They're
responsible.
About a vacation resort. And the curator is saying that she needs her medicine. So, they want to take you on a vacation?
I went. I just got back. To try and unalive me.
Maybe you're going on a vacation and they want to snatch you there. They want to do something there.
Yeah.
They think they have the right to harvest you.
Yeah.
The soul value of you.
Yeah.
Or anyone using their
They got fucked up in Peru.
Medicine.
They got fucked up, man.
About
high shaman. I'll show you high shaman.
For the second time.
You bomber
They
clown.
have been complaining about this magistrate's belly. She doesn't get a rise out of them. You know, I mean, these fellas, they make all of their decisions on whether or not they can get a stiffy. If it makes them hard, then it's yes. If it doesn't make them hard, then it's a no. Apparently, this magistrate doesn't make them hard. But they are wanting all of her universal gatekeeper, planetary geek, all of this authority, the Rainbow Covenant, her soul value, all of her clairs, her gifts. They want it all, and they want to present themselves in this upper dimensional space as her in order to frame her as a terrorist, as a brutalizer, as a malicious one, a tyrant, a dominator, a destroyer. So they want to suck all that fat out of your belly and make you all purty so that they can get a stiffy. They're speaking of this woman who isolates herself. They're talking about getting married. They need to get married to this energy in order to transfer the soul value and all of the clairs and the upper dimensional membership properly. Apparently, she is avoiding these masculines and their catfish and copycats like the plague.
Like the blood clot plague.
They're trying to bribe someone. They're saying that they're going to double this masculine's salary.
If he comes in and tries to trick me.
Tap, tag, marry, trap, gain access to,
off with your head,
over all of these gifts, this universal gatekeeper position, the planetary gatekeeper position, all of the wealth that goes with that, the rainbow covenant holder, access to this sopranos, upper dimensional, upper echelon in the hierarchy system of the universal things.
These are desperate they are.
Multiversal things. They want to present themselves as her, but they need a contract, they need an energetic entanglement, they need permission.
Yeah, and I'm not giving it. You got no fucking chance.
Like you, honey. They want to be you.
You want to be like me, walk like me. I told you it's monkeys.
They're going to double his salary.
Monkeys.
Earlier they were talking about the secretary. They might be talking about somebody there. A masculine is saying that a Democrat. So it's like they're trying to play a political game. And they're trying to gain political strength by harvesting, contracting, or claiming the authority of a powerful single woman. They want the powers of this universal gatekeeper. They need to get married to it. And they're offering to double the salary of a pimp, a prostitute, a gigolo, piece of shit.
A piece of shit, blood.
Or prostitute himself in order to gain access to these powers.
Yeah.
They want to use her to fuel their own democratic purpose.
Fucking bullshit, blood.
But they would sacrifice and replace her
in a hard shell, blood.
Just because they don't want her. They just
want the
need
power.
The covenants and the authority and the power.
Trust me.
They are clever enough to make it sound like an opportunity. So beware.
Yeah, it's not opportunity,
None of these
blood.
people are in the positions that they are in because of their own merit.
Yeah.
They have married somebody who had
or
the
stole.
merit, and then they got rid of them. They want to use this magistrate's power and authority to fuel their own agenda of domination.
Stupid.
When she is here and given that authority, because she is about
it's a birthright.
Restoration, nurturing, and healing. They dislike her belly. And they want her to get liposuction so that if they choose to marry her, they can at least pretend that they're turned on by
because they're gay.
Poor Peter.
Because they're gay.
Just isn't too excited. But his master is offering to double his salary.
Yeah.
So he might just agree.
He might just gigolo and whore himself out.
He wants access to a powerful queen bee energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the source creator essence connections to these upper dimensional hierarchy spaces. May the Most High God and this family of this upper dimensional space be aware of these plans and destroy them.
Trust me.
For even having the freaking intention of
it's
doing
bad
such
enough.
A thing
It's a
in
crime.
This upper-dimensional space.
It's a spiritual
because
fucking
they're a
crime.
bunch of losers, and they will never gain access into these upper dimensional spaces without being a pirate and a red ramming thief.
Yeah.
They want to schmooze this woman. They want to gain an energetic entanglement and then transfer her soul value and all of the covenants and authorities that she has been given to themselves. They want to transfer everything that she possesses, everything that she has been given in prophecy, to their own self and then command it while getting rid of her, like they did last time.
And the time before that.
None of these men have succeeded because of their own merit or ability. None of these men are where they are based on their own production or God-granted position of authority. Beware of the parasite snake wanting to share a weeping stiffy with you. It's an energetic entanglement with intent to harvest your soul value and your divine source permissions and strength. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of it. Marriage may not be safe for you right now.
Exactly.
There's still a pest control going on. And what will follow is this magistrate and these divine mothers using their reclaimed, emancipated energy and gifts to heal the planet from the damage that these pests, these uninvited guests, these misogynistic, parasitical vampires using the divine feminine as a host, piggybacking their way
up to
into
the top.
Heavens.
Yeah.
They need your merit. They need your protection.
Trust me, and they do not have it. They do not
Someone
have
is
it.
saying that another person actually lived in this house in 1979. There's a female talking about having a magical death. So she might be wanting to frame her death. She might be wanting to have another female have a magical death. But it is like if they participated in premeditated, pre-transitioning or KILLing of someone for gain. That, if they took somebody's life using magic, that they're getting kicked out of the territory. They are red rummers and thieves. They're red rummers and thieves of good, loving people who had something to live for, who actually belonged in these upper dimensional spaces. They're talking about selected or selecting pedophiles. So what? Selected or selecting pedophiles? These masculines, these nasty, dirty Petes or whatever, they're talking about selected or selecting pedophiles. I don't know what that means. They want these pedophiles into these upper dimensional spaces because they want the children to be RAP'd and mentally and spiritually and soul fractured by the trauma that they will endure. This is what these nasties want to bring into these upper echelon families. And they do it by behaving as a false plane and then magically driving the minds of these beautiful, delicate transmitter receivers of organic source connected. They drive the mind into a belief with this stupid sorcery and witchcraft, their sex magic and whatnot. And then they kind of step in. But that's over. God discovered some stuff and kind of stuff is happening. Some stuff is happening. So somebody asked another or said to another, you don't have a wife, blah, 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 blah. So they want to get a masculine to come in and tag this woman with a sexual encounter, but she knows if they're married. She knows if they have ulterior motives. She's psychic.
This is what they don't. This is what they don't seem to fucking understand. Or maybe they're just starting to get that. I know I fucking see you coming a year before you come in. You fucking tossers. You fucking tossers, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, certain things have to be played out, even though you know that is the outcome of it, because it's like Minority Report, innit? Just because somebody thinks a wicked thought, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, people are being condemned for wicked thoughts these days, but you know what I'm saying? It's also about the actions of an individual. So you got to go through the motions so that the person's actions can do the things that you're seeing that they will do anyway. But the fact that you know they're gonna do it, there's no point being upset or hurt by it, because it generally is what it is, isn't it? But what she's saying here, I think is 100. Oh my girl's killing it, blood. In fact, you know what? Let me quickly subscribe, because like I said, I've not seen her before, and let me quickly like.
Demigoddess or earth angel.
There you go.
So there are some gigolos that are in this space falsely.
They gigolos. When I went to Jamaica in October 2025, gigolos up and down the beach, gigolos trying to fuck you, gigolos. You get what I'm trying to say? Freemason gigolos. It was a joke, blood. I survived it, blood. I got this Jamaican gigolo to drive me from one side of Jamaica to the other, from the grill, Quakerway to Blood Clot, Kingston. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you something, man, I slayed some dragons along the Blood Clot way, me and my daughter. You know what I mean? So I know that I'm out there in the sticks, in the fucking wild, getting it done for the Almighty. Slaying these blood clot, Freemason, rat dragons, monkeys, you know, who want to fucking come in and steal energy without doing the fucking work. You pussios. You're not even worthy to be called pussios, because at least pussy has use.
Discussing tagging her, which means having an sexual encounter and then setting a hook into the spiritual vaginal cavity so they can pull off
There
of
you
the
go.
sacral
fucking
the
energy. Yeah.
That's how they've been doing. At least that was my experience, and that is my perception over what happened to me and what I've been gathering and picking up through all of these psychic messages.
That's
and,
interesting. She's talking from her experience, because I can relate to what she's saying. I'm thinking, how does she know so much?
Paranoid to go up and try to talk to her because she can see clearly what's
going on with them. That's why they're not coming in.
Is saying that
it's not because they don't want to. It's because they know that I can see them now.
Now, the story has it that Satan owns or operates the
in the material
gate. Yeah. And he has been trapped in here, earth angels, through cycles of stagnancy and suffering, while at the gate, brutalizing them, flipping and copycatting them, and then transporting or transferring their soul value, their identity, their memories, their energy into a copycat or their own damn selves. And then they step into this upper dimensional space simply so that they can wed your true person.
No, it's not just that. It's not just lower dimensional. Imagine like these entities were cast out of heaven, innit? When there was a war in heaven, they were cast out of heaven and they were made to live on earth. Now they live down in these dimensional realms, which is nothing like the abundance of heaven. It's literally hell. This is hell on earth, literally. So when they're doing what they're doing to us, it's out of jealousy because of the light that we hold in the name or in the essence of the divine, and they miss that. They remember what it was like to be in that energy. They remember what it was like to be in that flow. And that's really what they're jealous of. That's my understanding. They wanna go on like say they're me. Not because they hate me. It's got nothing to fucking do with me. It's actually how close they want to be with the divine. But instead of repenting, instead of getting on their knees and saying, do you know what, Almighty, I'm sorry. Can I come back to heaven? Can I come back into the bosoms of the Almighty Divine Creator's arms? Masculine, feminine arms. They don't want to do that. They want to sit there in their ego. They want to sit there in their pride, because all of those are lower vibrational energies. So if they're, as long as they're happy to sit down in that low vibrational energy and pride, they're not going to ask for repentance. They're not going to ask for forgiveness. They're not going to climb up. But really, that's what they want. Because why would you want God energy and you don't like God? Do you know what I mean? If you think God's a dickhead, why would you need God's energy? Why would you need to be around God's lightness? It's us that they see as God's likeness, and that's what they want. They want to remember what it feels like to be in that golden glow, that golden essence of the Almighty. So you can't even blame them still, because to be honest, it's sad. You have to feel sorry for them still. These fucking pussy-o meat suit people going around walking as if they're God, walking around with this narcissistic, parasitic fucking entity attached to them. When really it's just a fucking demon that misses being in heaven. Imagine. A demon misses being in heaven, so a demon's going to fucking try and suck off all your higher energy just so they can remember what it was like to be up there. Or to have a chance to be up there and remember what it was like. Sad.
And then eventually two, and then step up this one who started the whole role, right? So these upper dimensional spaces are like crawling with lower vibrational vampires because of this soul harvesting, destiny swapping kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's like the emperor has
So
no
somebody
clothes
is in
on.
this space. They
When
don't
they
have a
lose your
wife
energy, they got no clothes
yet.
on. They got nothing
And
for
they
themselves.
are in communication with this curator who's been doing business, sex trafficking and slave trading humanity. And these
Look at
earth
that.
angels, they've been keeping them here in this terrible circumstance while their vampiric, low vibrational Jezebels from the lower dimensional spaces
There you
have
go.
been lifted up through this sacrifice transfer of wealth and status.
And made to look like they're something and you're not.
Spaces, wearing the divine face
There
of an
you
actual
go.
angel.
There you go. If I could
So
wear
they want to
your
get this masculine to
clothes,
tag this
I
woman, but
pretend
she
I
knows
was you
what's going on
and
here.
lose control.
So they think that because she's the dignitary, the magistrate, the lawmaker, the universal gatekeeper, therefore the planetary gatekeeper, they think that this Satan, which in the past they have stated, the Satan, this group collective called the Satan or whatever, they said that they were going to unalive the strongest two, the strongest power couple, female, and her protector, masculine, their spiritual spouse. So they said that they were going to unalive the strongest two who were going to have this planetary gatekeeper position, the universal gatekeeper position, or whatever it is this is. So
you
they've
can't
done this for
sacrifice
thousands
me.
of years. They've been harvesting this.
They have been doing it for years.
Reward,
But it's
and
a
this
different time right now.
At the gate for
Different
many
time
lifetimes,
right now.
thousands of years this has been going on.
It's wakey
but
wakey.
The Most High God is actually here now, and these Star Nation soul tribes are aware of this, of what's been happening here.
Yeah.
And I believe they are all present here to bring about a shift. This
100%.
isn't going to be a partial reset. This is going to be an entirely new
Trust me.
shift.
Trust
and
me.
Those
I
who
agree.
once had power and authority,
Do we not? The first is last and the last is first.
Souls, are losing their foothold.
Snake eating its tail.
So, in the past, the spiritual spouse caved. They had betrayed this divine feminine, this royal Cinderella, because he didn't believe that she or her love was powerful enough to survive these parasitical interdimensional.
But it is. It is.
These brutalizers, these slavers, these
my
pirates.
Love for myself, blood, so the love for the divine.
For a double in his salary.
And
that
walk
is
like
why
a blood
that's
clot
the business
handler.
that these guys do. They don't believe that love is strong enough to overtake this. But guess what? This magistrate on her own, in her most weak, vulnerable status, overpowered all of these nasties. None of them could beat her. She beat, I guess, with her eyes closed
and hands tied behind her back.
Taken two of their planetary
and she ain't got started yet.
The Satan, she's outdone two of their records.
Listen to
None
that.
Of these masculines,
as
a singular or
you can't fucking trouble. They got shit on me.
Could make her fail. None of them could. They're embarrassed. And the only way that they can get this kind of authority is to marry it. and then
Please.
transfer it out.
Which I'm not going to do. So
To
checkmate,
kidnap it,
motherfuckers.
and then torture it into
Checkmate.
self-mode, and then technologically, however they do it, transfer their soul and the soul value and the identity and all of that at the Brighter's Day clinics or whatever they do. I don't know. Sanitize your mind, steal your memories. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Lifetime after lifetime.
It has.
We who have been going through these short
In this lifetime, they were stealing my memories.
Deaths, orchestrated by these ones to gather as much suffering energy as possible because it's all money for them. They sell it.
And I've seen them on these multi-dimensional, celebrating with my blood clot energy. That's what was so fucking rude.
Have been using this planet as a business to
to harvest, man.
This magistrate, this divine mother, is like, what the F, man?
Yeah, get the fuck out.
The souls of my family.
Yeah. How many children have you fucking killed? How many babies have you fucking sold to Baltimore?
Bribed, and it could be a secretary with a double salary if they go and try to pimp themselves or prostitute themselves to this magistrate. They need to gain access to this authority. And the only way they can get it is to marry it and then get rid of the original covenant holder.
Please.
These are not protectors. These are betrayers of mothers, wives, families, and God.
Yeah, that's true.
Goddess, mother,
that's true.
Most of all.
The mother.
Who matched?
I'm the mother of your child, your children. How you gonna do me like that?
Somebody.
Yo, Jezebel, come out my blood clot face.
And sold her out to the devil.
Yeah. But you didn't know that I run the blood clot devil. I own the blood clot devil. Own the blood clot devil. Devil ain't got shit on me, blood. You work for the devil. You fear the devil. I don't work for the devil. I don't fear the devil.
Yeah. She's a direct descendant of a royal lineage. They are going after her protector to sway him with temptation. They've been flashing little dancing, beautifully flat-bellied women in his third eye. Brown skin, white skin. So beautiful. And they're telling him that all he has to do is sacrifice this beautiful, powerful...
It's not a problem. That is, I'm sure I just flashed myself. I do apologize. But that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem at all, because that is what it is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A man trying to sacrifice me, if you like, for some fucking Jezebel illusion. They can't even call them a Jezebel because he's the Jezebel, the man or the woman. Both a man and a woman can be a Jezebel, obviously, and it's a spirit, it's an essence, it's an archetype. You know what I mean? But the point of the matter is that these little fuckers are trying to come into me to try and con up my head, to try and fucking fool me, to put me back in a position. And I'm like, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. But that is what it is. That is what the mission is. But you're not going to be able to do that, Bab. I told you already, man. I see you coming. You're just going to burn, man. You're going to disintegrate. You're going to disintegrate. Because it's happening right now. I'm getting messages, emails, links, whatever, DMs. And I can just see what it is. I know what it is from time. And now it's just like, oh, I give them the royal wave. Let's go away. Go away. That's what I did to the lawyer. Twice I gave her the blood clot royal wave. And you still think you want to come freshen on my blood clot face? You see you. You see you. Yo, you see you. I feel sorry for you. Like I said, I don't need to put my mouth on nobody. It's a done deal already. The Almighty was like, are you ready to pack up your bags and simmer down and let me take over? Yeah, that's fine. So I get to sit in divine energy while the war's being fought. So whether this divine protector is able to master himself and come true, that's his prerogative. I really don't business because I'm protected anyway. I'm protected anyway, Bob. I'm not looking for nobody to come and save me. I'm not looking for no white fucking knight in fucking shiny armor to come and look after me and protect me. I'm not looking for nobody to come and look after me, blood. The Almighty's got me. The Almighty's got me. Yeah. So if it's a case where we need to be single and celibate and free from all fucking nasties, so be it, blood. Because the Almighty has got me and He showed me every fucking day. He showed me every fucking day for my whole life that He's got me, the Almighty Divine Creator, masculine and feminine. Mum and father, they've got me, blood. I'm not worrying about nothing, so you can fuck off.
And trap her
But
into
you
she
don't.
can pull off of her essence, her power, her gifts, her whatever, and then they can still use her as a bridge and a connector in these upper dimensional spaces, and they can copycat her, dress somebody else up in her energy interface, and still have access to these upper dimensional spaces. But then they have complete control over the identity and how
In the
it is presented
3D.
in these upper dimensional spaces.
And the 3D. That's the Beyonce thing I just videoed
They're
yesterday.
trying to sway this woman's
Or
protector.
today.
They're trying to sway this woman's protector away from his God-appointed match.
Yeah, go on. If that's what
And I
you want,
suppose we'll
blood.
just have to wait
I'm
and
not
see
trying to persuade you to
if
stay or go,
loyalty
blood. Do what the
still
fuck you will.
exists in the heart of a man. So it's been doubtful because of this whole thing that we all know about now with this scamming and scheming and pirating of spiritual wealth and inheritance. But apparently this magistrate still trusts people, but she's got this magnificent intuition, so she knows when they're lying, so I guess that's whatever. They have brutalized and tortured this magistrate for centuries. Many times they've burned her alive. They've actually nailed her to the cross and then given her sacrificed story, her gift to people, to the masculine, while taking credit for her gift and stealing all of her powers and authorities and all of that God intended for her. They wrapped her crown, cursed her crown, intercepted her messaging, and then presented the copycat as her.
Mm-hmm. The Beyonce bullshit yesterday.
So this has been going on for centuries, so I really don't know. I mean, they've stolen her honor at the crossroads and her ascension rewards, her initiation progress and her rewards many lifetimes over the centuries. Over and over, they've knocked her out of her position and then tortured her to death back into another life of lack, stagnancy, brutality, while they have been enjoying the success that she earned in an upper dimensional space. They are all too weak to keep her from meeting the finish line, from completing, from winning.
I've won already,
Every
Bab.
time.
I've
No
won
matter
already,
how
Bab. That's why I'm not
much
in no
they
rush
shut
to
her
go
down,
over the fucking
how
finish line. I'm
they
sitting here,
torture
blood.
her, how they deny her love, support while they brutalize her and betray her loving heart over and over. Every lifetime.
I'm good.
All they
Healing's
have
good.
is a 3D red round and a theft of life. And well, that's all they got to offer anybody. That's the most powerful thing they have. And bombs that they have access to. Guns, knives, and that damn man suit made in the image of God, with all those damn muscles and evil, malicious intent. These are fraudulent gatekeepers, pirates.
Do you know what? She's emphasizing a lot on the masculine. True, but there's also a wicked feminine side too. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not eat men are all bad, all men are bad, men are karmics, men are whatever. No. There's a fucking Jezebel feminine too, you fucking karmic mother. That's trying to fucking do you in, is jealous like a little fucking bitch. That's a copycat and going on with things too. Sisters, aunties, cousins, they all carry that same malicious Jezebel blood clot energy. So it's not just a masculine mission to take over the divine feminine. There is a feminine energy trying to take over the divine feminine too. But I don't know why she doesn't bounce off the two of them and why she's so dominant on the masculine, but I just want to reference that out there, that this is not an attack on men per se. Both masculine and feminine have these similar traits.
So this magistrate, this divine feminine, is more, she's simply more powerful than they are. As a singular and as a collective, they
There you
come at
go.
her by themselves and then as a group.
They can't
in many
manage
different
me.
ways. But she walks, God walks with her, God support her, the mother is with her. They have vowed that these masculines won't be doing this again to her. So they are embarrassed because they can't cause her a failure or
144 on the clock.
And they're refusing to let the 3D world know about it. They don't want her gaining a 3D channel or some kind of
It was
announcement. They don't want the
14444.
3D world to know who she is and what kind of shit stories they have been weaving with this false royalty.
They want me to they want to present me and be telling the world like I'm mad. That's why I'm doing these PhD mental health versus conscious expansion. That's why the ancestors have got me doing it, blood.
And it's funny
So you can see in it. Is it madness or is it conscious expansion? Am I mad? Yeah. Fuck off.
Being
whatever.
doing what she is without a need to be recognized.
There you go.
And yet she's beginning to be recognized, I believe.
There you go.
The illusions, the lies, everything they said about her, I think is proving itself to be a lie.
It's coming back on them, Bob. They're having to eat their words.
They want to harvest her soul and give it to an actual beautifully dressed and perfectly scripted espionage agent.
Clone.
And then send them into this upper dimensional space, wearing her face and her energy, her memories.
Yeah.
They've got this identity theft down pat.
They really have. They really have. This is why I was laughing at last night's video, because they really do.
Their great effort to spy on and capture the humanity and their Star Nation soul tribe. They work to ensure these ascension gifts never make it home to that Star Nation soul tribe to empower
the ancestors on the other side. It's mad, you know.
They make up a lie and they
fucking mad. But I've got my ancestors' blood. We got true.
To hurt
Fuck
the
you.
Star Nation soul tribes.
My ancestors are here,
they work
blood.
Diligently to keep all in stagnation while they harvest and claim dominion.
It is a fucking piece of it's what they've done is sick.
Of the multiverse smash their head.
Yeah.
Amen. And cancel their pirate existence.
If they are cancelled, they're getting wiped off the fucking face. But
now.
They never happened.
They will be known soon, I'm thinking. They're talking about Houston. And one masculine stated, they actually own this place. So what, a business? Houston? Does somebody actually own Houston? Does somebody actually own the planet? I believe so. God said that the land was going back to the original people, those prior to all of this genetic mutation and manipulation, these interbreeding and these weird breeding programs that they've had for the human mothers. Human beings have been given the land back. God stated that the original people, not these hybrids, fighting to re-harvest the reward of the original people. They're talking about an abduction. So they want to abduct this magistrate or somebody. Maybe somebody has been abducted. They want to kidnap this woman of authority to harvest her soul value and the covenants that she has received and the powers and the authority that she has been given. She won the fight with these powers and principalities, and they are pissed and embarrassed. The divine feminine, the divine mother, won the fight with these powers and principalities.
And one
the curse has been broken, and they're refusing to give this divine, powerful,
but what, the
universal gatekeeper, dignitary,
there you go,
public
recognition. Buckingham Palace is mine, motherfuckers. England is mine. Ethiopia is mine. Pay me what you owe me.
The energy source of human batteries or souls.
Like glack, glack, glack. I call the motherfucking shots.
Be given her
please,
so that they can hurt her for humiliating them.
For
showing how truly
weak they are, the little wet rats.
And how truly powerful a divine feminine is.
Without even having to be.
With the Most High Mother Father.
Yeah.
Even when she is in her weakest state,
she's still the fucking powerfulest.
Without guidance or protection.
That's the truth.
Faith of a mustard seed.
Trust me. Faith of a blood clot mustard seed, blood.
All it takes.
Faith, yo. Oh shit, blood.
They cannot beat this divine feminine.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
They know who she is now, and her gifts are their gifts.
Yeah.
These nasty jacks gotta back off. They're not gonna reclaim this woman.
You're not.
They're not gonna be permitted.
You're not.
To take.
You're not.
These gifts.
You're not. So where now? Plateau, innit? Plateau.
Others.
Where now?
Again.
Where can you go
these
now?
Gifts and these powers will be utilized by this upper dimensional family, this upper dimensional hierarchical echelon family of the divine. They will utilize these gifts to make these nasty jacks back off. And that the nasty jacks continue pushing in. And they're talking about abducting this one and then forcing a technological soul transfer.
Yeah.
Everything that she has been given in prophecy they want.
Yeah. You couldn't handle. That's the joke. You couldn't fucking handle it.
She doesn't have to fight with these men.
No.
She doesn't have to compete
with
these men.
I refuse.
Any of their chosen females. She doesn't have to argue with these ones about what is hers. All she needs to do is take what is hers and go to her community, wherever that is. And those who gambled her and lost just need to leave her alone.
No, they're gonna burn.
That's it. So they're talking about human sacrifice. That's how these vampires have been gaining access to the upper dimensional spaces and places. They've been sacrificing high vibrational, upper echelon ascended masters who have been trapped as prisoners of war for centuries and who have been emancipated. So it's getting interesting, folks. See you on the next one.
Thank you. It's real, man. It's real. This ain't about no fucking mental health. This is some real shit that's going on. You know what I mean? And it is what it is at the end of the day. And you really do have to know how to keep your head about you when you're dealing with all of this fucking shit, especially when it's multi-dimensional and multi-leveled. And you really have to think, hang on a minute, does the boogeyman really exist? Not only does the boogeyman exist, it's worse than what it is. It's worse than the boogeyman. These fuckers are worse than the boogeyman. But you have to just ride over it and just know that you walk out with the Almighty and there ain't nothing to be worried about. But yeah, I don't edit my videos. None of my videos are edited. So if I did flash my titty at you, and I do believe I did, apologies. Sorry, not sorry. Just titty at it. Until the next one, take care.